right? So
Absolutely.
I watched them play last week. They're horrible.
Right.
Just flat out. I've been 9.5 points. None. Cincinnati will cover that.
Should he have been the scapegoat there? I mean, that's the second guy he's worked with. I don't know.
Tom Capers, just a little panic action, I think, going on in Houston right now. All right, Indy at Tennessee. Tennessee is getting 7 points, and the Colts, everyone keeps talking about how good they are defensively. When are they going to get the offense?
Well, that's just it. How good are they defensively? I think a lot of this is they're going to come back to earth real soon. And no better time than for Tennessee to show their real colors. Granted, that defense, you can shred that secondary because it's very young. But McNair will come up with a big play or two here and should keep it within the number.
So you like Tennessee +7. And you took Jacksonville -4 with Denver, Houston +9.5 at Cincinnati, Indy, Tennessee +7. Which one of these are you feeling? I know you love
the Steamer.
The Steamer's Tennessee. I think they'll give Indy all they can handle.
You like that one?
Yeah.
All right.
They better check
There's
White
Vegas
Freeney,
Vic. Thanks for being here, Vic. Hold on one second. We're going to talk a little bit more about the AFC North, and you can chime in on the Ravens here in a minute. But, Chuck, this is a football team, and I don't know if desperate's the right word. It just 2 games into the season because they had their bye week already, so they've only played twice, but 0-2.
Yeah, 0-2, and Brian Billick, he gets all offended when people ask him about it. I mean, that's part of the NFL. A lot of people expected the Ravens to be one of the top teams in the AFC North this year. So far, that is not the case. The Ravens basically ran quarterback Trent Dilfer out of town. Man, did they wish they had him now. Kyle Fuller out. When he was in, he still basically was out of contention in the Colts game. And now his backup, Anthony Wright, looking to right the ship that sees the Ravens 0-2 heading into this week's game with the Jets.
Based on what I'm reading and hearing, God, I can't imagine these guys showing up based on the media reports.
Brian Billick's team also with a new look, passing 95 times, only running 55 this season. And after Jamal Lewis's 9-yard performance against the Titans, someone should inform him he's no longer under house arrest.
Been a part of this running attack for the last few years, and hopefully we'll get in there and light somebody up and see what happens.
Lewis this year, 57 yards on 26 carries for a 2.2 average. On defense, the only one pulling his weight, Ray Lewis. 19 tackles, but the once mighty and feared Raven D only managing 1 sack in 2 games, while their offense has already seen the opposing defense sack their quarterback 9 times. So after 2 lopsided losses, one of the favorites in the AFC North could be headed south awfully quick. They don't get a win this week in Baltimore. Of course, with the Browns off this week, you can catch the Ravens game on Cleveland CBS 19. That's our 4 o'clock game, and it is a must-win. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, Reggie, is this team taking a big step back, or are we just getting lulled into sleep here because they've only played 2 games?
If you go 0-3 and Cincinnati goes 4-0, yeah, it's a must-win game. Every game becomes like that. If this division is going to get tight, it's going to come down to late November, December, and that's when the big games are played.
Yeah, and when you only play 16, I mean, most of them are must-win situations. Vic, from your standpoint, when you look at the Ravens, is this a team that's on the downswing, or is it just they just never figured out their quarterback problem?
You're right. Offensively, it's spread around the league now that Brian Billick's starting to get more inept as the years go on here with this offensive scheme, and I think he's got his hands full again today. Because Vinny Testaverde, if he does go, he knows that offense, and nothing will be new to him.
Right. Well, all right. The Ravens need it today, and the Browns are hoping they lose another, and then we see the Ravens in just a couple weeks.